Hello and thanks for joining us from our studios in Tel Aviv. Coming up in today's newscast, Israel retaliates against Hamas rocket fire. Hamas disrupts Israeli TV to send a chilling message, and we'll reveal how you can get the perfect job working with Israelis. I'm Natasha Kirchuk here with the latest news in Israel. The Israeli defense minister is warning Hamas not to allow further escalations after rocket fire from the group led to Israeli retaliation over the weekend. Hamas terrorists fired 4 rockets from Gaza into Israel, but luckily all of them fell in open areas near Sderot without causing damage. Hours later, Israeli fighters struck back at 4 Hamas targets. The terror group is now claiming that 2 children who lived near one of the targets were killed in the strikes and is threatening retribution. Hamas claims that a small jihadi splinter group fired the rockets, but the Israeli prime minister is placing the responsibility on Hamas rulers in the territory.
המדיניות שלנו ביחס לרצועת עזה ברורה. ישראל לא תקבל ירי רקטות כלשהן מהרצועה לשטחה. צה"ל מגיב לכל התגרות כזאת. ישראל רואה בחמאס אחראי לכל ירי שמתבצע מרצועת עזה לעבר ישראל, וחובתו של החמאס למנוע ירי זה.
Israeli Defense Minister Moshe Ya'alon says that Israel will not tolerate any rocket fire and will respond even more harshly if the attacks continue. Meanwhile, a senior IDF official is claiming that Hamas is cooperating with the Islamic State. Yoav Mordechai is a coordinator of government activities in the territories, and he says that Gazan militants are traveling to fight in the Sinai, while ISIS militants are receiving medical treatment in Gaza. Meanwhile, it looks like Hamas is busy at work on the airways worldwide. Over the weekend, the terror group hacked into a popular Israeli TV show and threatened viewers. And now the French government is tackling a station run by Hamas. On Friday, Hamas hacked into an episode of the popular Israeli reality TV show Big Brother and inserted images of terror attacks with the message, "Get out of the country, the terror will never end." The group says the message is part of the Al-Quds Intifada, referring to the wave of terror over the last 6 months. The hack only lasted about 3 minutes, and it came only moments before the group fired several rockets into southern Israel. Israel has already started cracking down on Palestinian media outlets that are broadcasting incitement, and has seized the West Bank offices of a Palestinian TV and radio station linked to Hamas.
אנחנו פועלים נגד ערוצי התקשורת שמעודדים רצח של ישראלים ויהודים. בסוף השבוע סגר צה"ל תחנת שידור של הג'יהאד האסלאמי ברמאללה שהסיתה נגד ישראל. אין כאן שום שאלה של חופש עיתונות, אלא של הפסקת הסתה לרצח.
But it looks like Israel isn't the only country going after the terror group. The French government has also forced French satellite provider Eutelstat to take down a station run by Hamas. Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu is thanking the French president for shutting down the station because of its anti-Israel and anti-Jewish incitement.
בסוף השבוע שוחחתי עם נשיא צרפת פרנסואה הולנד. קודם לכן פניתי אליו בבקשה לפעול להסרת השידורים הצרפתיים של ערוץ אל-אקצא. הערוץ אכן הוסר בלוויינים האלה, אבל חזר לשדר באמצעות לוויין אחר.
Unfortunately, Hamas has already found a way around the ban by connecting to an Egyptian satellite, which has allowed them to continue operating as usual. Hamas is designated by the European Union as a terrorist organization, and France ordered the group's station off the air for violating restrictions and airing racist material. Israel is demanding the world to punish Iran for testing out its ballistic missiles last week. The Israeli prime minister says the move calls Iran's intentions into question, even though Iranian leaders continue to insist their nuclear program is purely for civilian use. Prime Minister Netanyahu has instructed the Israeli Foreign Ministry to contact the P5+1 world powers and demand that Iran be punished immediately. The Israeli leader says the world must go after Iran for its repeated gross violations of agreements made with the P5+1 countries.
לא ייתכן שאיראן לא תיענש על כך. אני חושב שהדבר חשוב בפני עצמו, אבל הוא גם חשוב כמבחן של הנחישות של המעצמות לאכוף את הסכם הגרעין עם איראן. ואנחנו מצפים גם לתשובותיהם.
As part of the Iran nuclear deal, international sanctions against Iran have been lifted in exchange for assurance that Tehran's nuclear program remained purely for civilian use. Yet Iran has already blatantly violated the agreement by firing 2 long-range ballistic missiles last week, less than 2 months after its implementation. The Israeli Foreign Ministry is condemning the tests, saying the development of missiles with nuclear warhead capabilities calls Iran's intentions into question. Yet the Iranians are not necessarily trying to hide their intentions, since they wrote Israel must be wiped off the face of the earth in Hebrew on the side of the missiles. A senior member of Iran's Revolutionary Guards is also warning that Iran has missiles that are capable of reaching any point in Israel.
Having a baby is one of the most important events in a person's life, but it can be overwhelming to learn how to take care of a newborn without any experience. An Israeli startup is here to the rescue with a special new product that helps newborns transition into the world. Gil Boral joins us from Weeby with more. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
What is chibuken?
Well, this is the chibuken. Chibuken is in Hebrew. In English, we call it the nest. In Hebrew, it means chibuk is hug, and nest is ken, which makes it a hugging nest. It basically helps the baby transition from the womb to world by mimicking some of the feelings it had inside the womb. Our patent-pending hugging arms are very flexible. They can do a lot of things. They can keep the right fit around the baby in order to keep it always cradled and hugged and give him a sense of boundaries.
How did you come up with this idea?
Well, the idea wasn't mine, it's my mother's. She's an occupational therapist, and she worked with children for many years with different developmental problems. And she saw that many of them were born premature. And it's easy to prevent or reduce these problems in the early stages of in the early weeks and months of the baby. So she started thinking how she can actually prevent these problems or reduce them. And she came up with the nest, which they do in NICU, in hospitals for premature babies. But it also gives newborn babies a lot of comfort and a lot of relaxation, helps them sleep better.
I can imagine. I mean, it's a hard transition coming from the womb to the world, right? There's a lot of noise. You're not as secure. So this is something that really helps out.
What it does, it works on the baby's senses. Like this is only part of a 4-kit products. As you can see, we have 3 more products here which work on different kind of senses. This is for scent, vision, and sense. And they basically give the babies a healthy development, a healthy stimulation for the senses, help them develop them
more thoroughly, especially in the beginning of their lives, which is the most important months, right? So are hospitals actually already using this product?
Yes, hospitals in Israel use it in incubators and also outside. Parents buy it. Most of our customers now are parents for newborn babies that weren't born premature.
And where can they access a product? Is it available in stores or?
It's available in stores, on websites. It's not available yet in the US. We're just starting now to market there. In the end of the month, I'm going to be there and meet with some distributors and investors. So if anyone wants to buy it now from the US, they can log into our website, and there is a mini site in English. They can contact us, and we can ship it wherever.
Great. Well, thank you so much for coming in. It's a great product you guys are offering.
Thank you.
When you think of Middle East oil, you probably think of countries like Saudi Arabia and Qatar. Well, it turns out Israel has enough natural gas to make it a regional supplier, and Israeli companies already have their sights set on Jordan.
The CEO of Israel Natural Gas Line says they're building a pipeline that'll be able to export natural gas to Jordan by 2017. The pipeline is being built near the Dead Sea, and it will be used to transport Israel's natural gas from the Tamar Reservoir to private customers in Jordan. Israel's also planning to build a pipeline in the Beit Shean area that'll be used to transport natural gas from Israel's Leviathan field to the Jordanian National Electric Power Company. The Tamar and Leviathan partners have both signed letters of intent to ship natural gas to Jordan, but the ongoing discussion in Israel about the natural resource has stalled negotiations. If all goes as planned, natural gas from the Leviathan field will be shipped to Jordan by 2019. But the gas won't only be going to Jordan. Israel Natural Gas Lines is planning to invest $200 million to create a natural gas storage area near the Dead Sea, which would be enough to cover Israel's gas needs for 10 years.
Looking for a job? We have a great suggestion for you. How about working for an Israeli startup? Israeli entrepreneurs have made a splash worldwide, and now they're taking over New York City. There are around 250 Israeli companies based in the Big Apple, and over 100 of them have job openings. So you might just be able to find the perfect opportunity. Check it out.
My name is Adam Singolda. I'm the founder and CEO at Taboola.
My name is Ran Sarig, CEO and co-founder of Datorama.
Michal Tzur, I'm Kaltura's co-founder and president.
Daniel Ramot, and I'm the co-founder of Via.
Innovate.
Hyper. Vroom.
WeWork.
Oliver.
Hundreds of Israeli startups are expanding from Tel Aviv to New York and looking for new talents to grow their business.
At Crush Mobile, we develop mobile dating applications for niche demographics.
Cops is a coffee subscription app for independent coffee shops.
We help marketers bring together all of the data in one place and figure out what's working, what's not working for them.
We are looking to revolutionize the way people travel.
We help people fulfill their dreams and do what they love.
Are you ready to do what you love?
Our work environment is fun,
dynamic,
creative,
young,
challenging,
out of the box.
You're gonna love it.
We're looking for iOS developers,
Programmers,
salespeople, support engineers, marketing people, SEO experts,
Growth hackers.
whatever it is, they're looking for you.
We're not looking for experienced people. We're looking for great and passionate people.
We're looking for smart, creative, dynamic individuals that get things done.
We are located all over New York City.
In the heart of Manhattan and Union Square.
Park Avenue South, corner of 31st Street.
22nd and 5th Avenue.
88 Pine Street,
7 World Trade Center.
Chelsea, Midtown, Nomad, Manhattan. This is not a job.
This is not a job. This is not a job. It's a career.
Come,
Join our team. Come join the Rockstar team.
Join our growing family. We can't wait to meet you.
Lately, Israel has been working to build stronger relationships in Africa, and the Jewish state has been making a big difference in Senegal. Israelis are pushing to bring irrigation technology to farms in the West African country, and locals are welcoming the change with open arms.
Israel's ambassador to West Africa, Paul Hershin, says the Jewish nation is committed to training workers in Senegal and providing them with the tools to improve their country. The Israeli embassy has been working with local universities for years to teach students about Israeli technologies like drip irrigation, which can be used in Senegal. In fact, hundreds of students and workers from Senegal have come to Israel to learn about technologies and practices that can help develop the agricultural sector in their homeland. An advisor to the president of Senegal says the country welcomes a partnership and hopes the knowledge can help provide jobs and stimulate agricultural output in Senegal. Israel's planning to help bring drip irrigation to 4,000 small farms, and it's safe to say the locals are excited about it. Hershin says farmers in Senegal are thanking Israel, which is no small accomplishment since the country is 95% Muslim. Israel says that despite the progress, there's still a lot of work to do, and that the country needs to partner with other states if it truly wants to bring change to Senegal.
And now for our Hebrew word of the day. From Senegal to Jordan, it looks like Israel's trying to make more friends around the world. So today's word is chaver, which means friend in Hebrew. There's nothing like a good friend, and in Hebrew the word chaver has only positive meanings. That might just be because of the deep love Israelis have for their friends, which is why the word chaver can be strangely confusing. If you've ever been young and in love, you know there's a big difference between a friend and a boyfriend. So it might be strange to find out the word chaver can be used to describe both a friend or a significant other in Hebrew. As I'm sure you can imagine, that's definitely led to a problem or two. So here's the bottom line. If you don't understand what kind of chaver an Israeli is talking about, feel free to ask. After all, better safe than sorry. The good news is that Israelis like hanging out in big groups, and a popular Israeli saying is chaver mavi chaver, or friends bring friends. So if you're looking for a chaver to either hang out with or date, it shouldn't take you long to meet one here in Israel. Let's go ahead and take a look at the weather forecast. It's the beginning of a new week. Monday is expected to start out with some morning rain, but the temperature should stay pleasant with a high of 66. The rain should continue into Tuesday with the windy showers throughout the day and a high of 64. All right, everybody, that's it for today's news. Today's exchange rate is 3.87 shekels to the American dollar. Remember to sign up for our daily newsletter at ILTV.tv, and don't forget to check out our evening update every night at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you tonight.